Did you know that the average photographer makes about $8 an hour? Did you know that that's way less than a starting hourly rate at your local Costco, which pays their employees $21 per hour? And if you throw in all the other expenses that we need to cover, like websites, gear, computer, editing software, education, and taxes, the average photographer makes next to nothing. Not to mention this crazy season of inflation that we are living through. Pricing and sales is something that photographers absolutely need to address in order to make a livable income in this economy. But so many photographers shrink back when it comes to pricing their work and then being able to confidently share that pricing with their prospective clients. Have you ever felt like this? If so, here are 3 questions you must ask yourself in order to create profitable pricing. Question number 1 is, how much money do I want to make? Now, do not skip this question. Clearly define how much money you'd like to make with your photography business every single month. Is it $2,000, $5,000, or more? There's no right or wrong answer here, but the goal is to just define what your monthly financial goal is. Question number 2 is to define how many sessions or weddings you can realistically photograph. Take an honest look at all of your commitments, both personal and business. Is it really possible for you to photograph 6 clients every single week? Can you really sustain photographing a wedding every single weekend? Be sure to also factor in how much time you spend with each client and do not overcommit yourself. We want to avoid burnout. Now, before I share question number 3, it's super important that you do the math. So let's just say, for example, if you want to make $5,000 every single month with portrait clients and you can realistically only photograph 4 sessions a month, then you cannot afford to charge less than $1,250 per client. Now it's your turn. Pause this video and do the math yourself. And finally, we have question number 3, which is my current work worth the price? If you did the numbers and the math correctly, you now know exactly what you need to charge per client to reach your monthly income goal, which is wonderful. But you might feel a little uneasy charging that number, or you might not know what to include in your pricings or collections, and that's totally okay. If you do not feel like you can confidently charge the number you figured out from above, it's totally normal. But I would highly encourage you to not undercharge from the start. Personally, I didn't price my work cheap with the hopes of raising it later, even when I was still learning my camera and growing in my skills. Instead, I started with profitable pricing and offered booking incentives using marketing strategies like gift certificates, model calls, and gift vouchers to encourage clients to book while I maintained a profitable pricing structure. Doing that set my business up for long-term financial growth, and it allowed less anxiety over losing my client base when I would raise my prices. Even if you're not sure how to charge what you need to charge, the first step in achieving any goal is defining where you are going, which is what you just did, so pat yourself on the back. Now the next step is figuring out how. Of course, there's so much more that goes into properly pricing your photography sessions, collections, and products. So much more that it's impossible to cover it all in this one single video. So instead, I created a profitable photographer's pricing calculator, and it's totally free, and it even includes a bonus training video. Just comment below pricing and I'll send it your way.